This feels like the days when they went through former legends leading them. Bart Starr, Forrest Gray, even Lindy Infante came in, had a 10-win season, but none of those resulted in a playoff appearance. A lot more years.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, 70 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone. First down, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. 61 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. Now 21-14. That's fielded in the end zone. There's Robinson showing the flash. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. To throw is Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. A good pickup there of 22. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down. Cousins now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Hey, Flipper.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have moved out in front. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you need a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone Touchdown, Minnesota. Aldrick Robinson, 71 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. On play action, now Rodgers. Now he's forced, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Cousins forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Dancing to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Cousins now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for it. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. $19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.